Morning, friends. So I have some really exciting news. We are going to meet a new friend today called Globetrot Scott. And Globetrot Scott is a traveler. He goes all over the world trying to figure out how holidays are celebrated all over the world. So what we're going to do is we're going to be learning about different places and how they celebrate Christmas or the holidays that they celebrate in the winter there. So we have a real quick poem so you can learn about Globetrot Scott. It says Globetrot Scott thought, how cool would it be if I could meet people different from me? He wanted to learn about holidays from all around, so to Italy, Uganda, and other places he's bound. He packed his bags, now he is on his way to learn about La Posadas in St. Lucia Day. At each stop of his trip, he'll send you a souvenir, which is certain will bring you great cheer. So be on the lookout for a package from Scott filled with holiday fun from his great globe trot. So what's going to happen is each day we're going to be talking about a different country, and he's going to send us a letter. And so I already have the package, and when you came in for your testing, I sent you back some things that are going to help you make some crafts and things like that that go along with each holiday and each country, okay? So today we're going to start with a book called, let's see if you can see it. Jingle Bells. And this book is very unique because it's going to give us an overview. It's going to show us several different countries and the way that Christmas is celebrated there, okay? And then starting tomorrow, we'll focus on one country and get like really in depth about what they do for Christmas. So this is told and illustrated by Isra Trapini. And what I want you to do is I want you to listen to this book, and it's a lot like our Christmas carol, Jingle Bells, but they've changed the words in the song to help us learn about how Christmas is celebrated all over the world. So Jingle Bells. This is dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Here's where it changes. Are you ready? Soaring through the sky on a magic ride. In our sleigh we fly, traveling far and wide. We can hardly wait to see and to compare how other countries celebrate the Christmas season there. So if you notice, it says compare. Remember that word compare? That's when we say, how are they alike? And then we contrast, it means how are they different? So that's what we're going to be looking at. How are these countries the same and how are they different? Oh, jingle bells, jingle with delight. Let's go tour around the world on this happy night. Here in Mexico, there's no need to be glum. All the children know candy's sure to come. All right, and so glum is another word for being sad. So in Mexico, if you look, they say that they're going to be happy because they're going to have candy because they like to actually hit piñatas and bust the candy out as a celebration. All right, and let's go to our next country. It says, bearded little gnomes, bearing gifts and toys, are often hiding in the home of Swedish girls and boys. So in Sweden, you can see it's not Santa that's coming to give them presents. They believe it's this little gnome, and we're going to learn about him on Friday, that brings them presents. Oh, jingle bells, jingle in the air. Christmas time is so much fun for children everywhere. See the folks parade in the Philippines, lanterns that they made light the cheerful scene. All right, so I want you to look at this picture. This is the Philippines, and what they do is they have what they call these star lanterns. They go on these parades, and they have these bright star lanterns. Now look how they're dressed. Do they look like they're very cold? No, in the Philippines at the time of Christmas time, it's still pretty warm. So it doesn't get really cold. So they're not going to be making like snowmen or bundling up because it's still warm so they can go outside and do parades. Polish families feast, feast by candlelight. The meal begins when someone sees the first star of the night. So in Poland, they have this big feast, and we learned from one of our other books that the word feast means a big meal. But it's a tradition, they are not allowed to eat anything until they see the first star of the night. So they have to wait and see it. So if it's a cloudy night, they might be waiting a while. Oh, jingle bells, jingle merrily. Christmas is a special time for friends and family. Kids in Italy find it hard to snooze, knowing there might be presents in their shoes. So in Italy, I want you to look, they leave their shoes out to have presents put in it. Like we hang up stockings, they put out their shoes. And look, is this Santa Claus? No, they believe someone that's called La Befana comes and brings them presents that we'll learn about. What a lovely treat! In Kenya we can hear the sound of voices soft and sweet, spreading Christmas cheer. So Kenya is a country in Africa, and when we studied Africa, you remember that Africa is warm a lot of the time, and in most of the places, just there's only a few places right down at in southern Africa that actually get cold at all. And so you can see that they enjoy going from house to house and caroling or singing songs. Oh, jingle bells, jingle as we ride. Christmas is a happy time with good friends by our side. Dashing through the snow as this journey ends, to our homes we go with our newfound friends. By the firelight, good times we will share and bid warm wishes on this night to people everywhere. So you can see all the different people coming together. Oh, jingle bells, jingle loud and clear. Merry Christmas, peace on earth, and a wonderful new year. All right, and this just actually shows you, this actually has music at the back of this book, so that you could actually, if you wanted to, you could actually play this song. And it goes over the Christmas traditions in each place. So it says Christmas greetings in Spanish, which they say Feliz Navidad. It says La Posadas is a Mexican tradition in which people celebrate by visiting different houses in their neighborhood. They are invited inside for goodies and punch, and the children take turns breaking a piñata. When the piñata breaks, candy falls out. And then the second place we saw was Sweden, and it says Christmas greetings in Swedish. They say God jul. In Sweden, children believe that a gnome called Tomten lives under the floorboards of their home and barn. He usually comes out for a visit around the Christmas feast, carrying a big sack of gifts and toys. Children often leave a bowl of pudding outside for him. And then Christmas in the Filipinos, and this one's a little bit hard to say, but it's Maliganyan Pasko. So Maliganyan Pasko. And in the Philippines, there are processions or parades that go in the town at night. Colorful star-shaped lanterns called paroles are carried through the parade and also hung from the doors and windows of many homes. Many of these lanterns are homemade. Each town is lit up with a warm glow. And then we saw the Polish tradition. In Polish, they say Wesołe Święta. In Poland, on Christmas Eve, which is called Wigilia, families gather together for a big 12-course meal that consists of mostly fish, noodles, and vegetable dishes. So they don't have turkey, they have fish. When the first star of the night is seen, families light the candles and the Christmas trees and sit down to feast. There is also a special extra place for a visitor. So they always leave a seat open just in case someone else needs to come in. And then in Italy, we say Buon Natalia. Says in Italy, children expect a visit from La Befana, an old woman with a broom. The legend is that La Befana was too busy sweeping her house to bring gifts to baby Jesus on time. To make up for this, she now visits homes at Christmas time, bringing presents and sweets for all the children. She puts them inside their shoes that they leave out for her. And then in Swahili, we say Christmasi Najum. It says English is also an official language in Kenya, so many people just say Merry Christmas. So even though it's in Africa, some people speak English there. It says, at night in Kenya, carolers go door to door in the village. At each home they visit, people offer them small gifts or money, and then in turn give it to the church on Christmas Day. The churches in Kenya are decorated with balloons, flowers, and even Christmas trees. So these are just a few of the traditions that we're going to see, but we're going to see a little bit more about them as we visit the different countries each day. So what you're going to do now is you're going to connect the seesaw and you're going to tell me about which was your favorite tradition that you saw in this book. So you can think about, is it putting your shoes out to get presents? Is it maybe, hitting the piñata? So think about what you saw in this book and you can always go back and rewatch it. And which one is your favorite tradition? All right, good job, guys.